But 1,200 metres, like we said, most of these races are over the 6 furlongs. Listed level, not quite the Group 1, Group 2 racing of last week. Strong tempo, a few going forward. Soft 6 to heavy 9. We had a shower at about 4 o'clock today, or heavy rain. There could be some storms on Saturday, so we just don't know whether they're going to hit Sydney. And the bias is hard to predict. The rail's out 8 metres. The inside's chopped out a bit. It could be a little bit on pace, and they could be scouting out wide like Osborne Bulls did in the Everest last week.
Yeah, wasn't that good? Look, there's so many things up in the air with all this weather, Mike. Let's have a look at the market now for the first leg of the quaddie at Royal Randwick, and there is one of those great last start winners, Diplomatico, absolutely smashed in the betting as well. $6 went up. I don't know how long for. Into the $3. Roosevelt here, $3.20. These are the two horses coming off big last start wins. Jonker's one of those horses coming out of the Roman Consul, the best of the odds there, $8.50. We've got Ronstar as well there, fresh for Gary Portelli. But Mike, Diplomatico, Roosevelt, these were some serious wins fresh, and the punters have them right on the hammer here as favourites.
Yeah, unbelievably promising horses on the way up. 3-year-olds with so much more to give. Jonker coming down in grade. We'll have a look at him in a second. But looking between these two favourites, we're going to have a look at Roosevelt. It was on a wet track. That's why we like him. And maybe he's just a bit more nailed down. He's got a bit more experience than Diplomatico. This is him second up. This is him on a heavy track. This is him peeling to the outside. And it's almost unbelievable what he does next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Relish the conditions these days, Mike. And all importantly, coming down the outside, could we see this later in the day at Randwick?
Absolutely. Such a big profile positive for him. The fact that he can come to the outside, sustain his run. He's big, he's athletic. He should love the Randwick 1,200 metres. He's the right type for this race on Saturday for sure.
OK, now one race we've mentioned a couple of times here, the Roman Consul, Mike. We're not looking at the winners here. We're not looking at second or third. It starts with Jonker in 4th position. But you've got to do this a few times, analyse a few of those horses that might have finished back in the pack.
Yeah, they went way too hard this day. I think a couple of the on-paces had a blinkers for the first time. Definitely Al Merton. You can look at him absolutely drop out the back. He can barely lift his legs up in the dark blue colours. Jonker was 3 wide, no cover on the pace. And look, he's still there, 150 metres out. Run. So his run was pretty good, Stu.
Yeah, no, I'll back Jonker this day. Nothing wrong with that, Mike. Look, Cesar off and gone there. But like I say, you got to take a bit of that out of this form, even if they're finishing a long way back. Yeah,
3 wide, no cover, strong tempo. Maybe you can give him 2, 3, maybe even 4 lengths. So obviously a good run. Definitely the 3rd best run in the race.
All right, let's have a look at all the form and the key factors, Mike, for all the analysis. Take it away. Let's light them up.
Yeah, Diplomatico won a maiden. Roosevelt didn't. Jonker's flying in better grade. They get the gold bar for form. OK,
there's the two. As we get into the key factors, Mike, the first one, as always, is progression.
Yeah, looking for upside. Obviously, the two favourites have big upside. They could be anything in their careers. They can both improve on Saturday again.
OK, Roosevelt out on top here, Mike, as we hit distance at stage of prep, the 1,200.
Yeah, strong tempo really suits Diplomatico. Strong tempo 1,200 metres really suits Roosevelt. The two favourites suited again.
And there goes Roosevelt out by a couple of lengths, Mike. Track conditions, we're in the wet range.
Yeah, we almost need a red bar to put Diplomatico back because we don't know how he's going to go. He's a stronger type. You look at the conformation of Roosevelt, you look at his wet track form, he should absolutely lap it up again.
OK, so a big question mark on the favourite there, but these three favourites are streeting in front, Mike. Position in run Saturday.
Yeah, speed mappers will look at all these on paces. Ronstar, F Troop, the tenor. I think Manza Musa can go forward if he wants to as well. Jonker goes forward as well. Diplomatico and Roosevelt just smoking their pipe just behind them. They'll be hard to beat on Saturday.
I'll tell you who has gone forward. That's Roosevelt there, Mike, ahead of Diplomatico. Jonker's right there, and that was a long way back to the 4th position there. So let's have a look. Time for a bet here, Mike. A bit of love for the favourites. Which way are we going to go? Roosevelt streeting ahead there. But, Mike, these three horses, is there a bit of love for a trifecta here?
Absolutely. Definitely trifecta betters for sure. Open the shoulders on this one. We've got a big cap to 4th. Obviously, there's some horses with upside as well. But the strong tempo and up in grade is going to make it so hard for them. So definitely between these three, we're going for Roosevelt. Definitely each way, or definitely the win bet as well. He's great odds. He could firm on Saturday in the wet track. And Jonker, he's an each way play for sure.
All right, nice one. So one of the favourites to kick things off there, Roosevelt.